Welcome to Cabo Properties YouTube channel. Kushe Cabo, hello. This is Cabo Properties YouTube channel. My name is Showers. I want to bring you a BBC interview. It's on Focus on Africa TV that the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chernor, gave regarding the coup situation in Sierra Leone and specifically on the former president, Anes by Koroma. I said that's Koroma, like some English person. Anes by Koroma. Anyway, this is serious. So anyway, let's talk about it in a serious way. I want to bring it to you. I managed to capture, it's on TV, but I managed to capture the audio of it because I don't think YouTube will allow me to play the video because of copyrights. So I'm going to play the audio to it. But before that though, there's a slight confusion, or at least we are confused at Cabo Properties. I don't know if you are as well, regarding the letter from, well, the apparent letter from ECOWAS. So as I mentioned on my previous video, the one yesterday, that there is a letter going around which states that ECOWAS, particularly Nigeria, is requesting for the president, or ECOWAS is requesting for the former president to be relocated to Nigeria, Abuja. However, we were not sure whether that's true or not. So I was checking again online about it. I saw a message or a post by a BBC journalist in Sierra Leone, Omar Fofana, which states that he said the Sierra Leone's foreign minister, I'm going to read it. The Sierra Leone foreign minister, Timothy Kaba, has confirmed receiving a letter written by the president of the ECOWAS Commission detailing arrangements to allow for the temporary relocation of former president Anes by Koroma, who now faces treason charges. And Kaba said that this government did not, however, countenance the content of the said letter because it is a unilateral proposition by the president of the ECOWAS Commission. He said the letter also does not reflect the meeting His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio held recently in Freetown with his colleague West African leaders and the president of the ECOWAS Commission. So we will not countenance it. Anyway, so that's the idea. So that letter, as you all know, was written. Well, we saw it saying that the former president should have been flown to Nigeria today, the 4th of January. Anyway, so that's what Omar Fofana mentioned. But earlier on today, the Minister of Information was on 98.1. And he's mentioned that they don't know about that letter, or they haven't received anything from ECOWAS at all as a government. And obviously anything that ECOWAS released will be on their website. Anything official will be on their website. And of course, that will be communicated directly to the government, especially if it's to the president. But anyway, what he's trying to say is, it sounds like, well, he's saying that they haven't received anything like that, and it's just social media rumors that's going around. So it sounds like there's some confusion then. Well, I don't know if you're confused. Let me know. Drop your comment in the comment section. Let me know, because I'm not sure. I don't think Omar Fofana will be lying that the minister have confirmed receiving a letter. And Omar Fofana said that on BBC as well earlier on today. So if the Ministry of Foreign Affairs saying they've received that letter, and the Ministry of Information is saying they haven't, or the government hasn't received anything, what's going on? Let's say even if it's a fake letter that's come from somebody else that just posted it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, could you not have cross-checked with ECOWAS? Anyway, that question was posed to Chernor, earlier on 90.1, but he mentioned that, yeah, the government doesn't necessarily need to cross-check, because ECOWAS knows how to reach them, how to reach the government. Anyway, that's one side of it. But the main thing I want to bring to you is the interview that he gave earlier on today to BBC Focus on Africa. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share it before, whilst you listen, basically. Yeah.
Former Sierra Leone President Ernest Bai Koroma was yesterday charged with 4 offenses, including treason. Now, it's in connection with an attempted coup that happened in November last year. Mr. Koroma has denied any involvement in the attack that resulted in the deaths of about 20 people. According to Sierra Leone's penal code, a person found guilty of treason could face imprisonment for life. Now, before the court ruling, leaders from the West African Regional Bloc ECOWAS had tried to broker a deal for Mr. Koroma to go into exile in Nigeria, but only if the charges were dropped. However, Sierra Leone's Foreign Minister Timothy Kaba told the BBC that the government did not support this particular proposal. The former head of state has been under house arrest since being questioned over the coup. Mr. Koroma was president for 11 years until 2018, when current president Julius Maada Bio was elected. Now, a high court later granted bail to the former president, who is still under house arrest in his home in the capital, Freetown. This case has been adjourned until the 17th of January. Joining us live now from Freetown in Sierra Leone is the Information Minister, Chernor, to give us some perspective on this. Minister, thanks for making time to speak with us on this. Now, the lawyer for the former president says that nothing incriminating has been put to their client, and this is simply a political vendetta. I want to begin by getting a reaction from you on that.
Well, this is a case that's now before the courts of Sierra Leone, and I think the lawyer will know that cases of this nature are not resolved by social media commentary or by his opinion. This is now subjected to the laws of our country, and we will present the facts, we'll present the evidence, and he will get a chance to defend his clients. And I'm looking, I think the rest of the Sierra Leoneans are looking forward to the case and seeing how it plays out in courts. I don't think it deserves more than that.
I mean, I don't have the chance to interview the state prosecutor or member of the judiciary, and I'm sure our audience would like to know really what proof is there that would make a person of the caliber of a former president of Sierra Leone be charged.
Well, again, I think we've been very clear. Since November 26th, the president of our country, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, said that we will do everything we can to hold those who are responsible for the atrocities of that day, which, by the way, resulted in the death of at least 18 of our compatriots. We have conducted investigations, as by their own admission, professionally, treated him with respect, with dignity that is owed to somebody of his position. He served as a former president of our country. But the thing our president said, which has always been categorical, is that we're not targeting anyone by these investigations, but nobody's spared as well because of their position. So we have followed the steps. That's why now we've brought the charges. And if you're asking for evidence, we have a threshold. What is happening now is preliminary investigations. They're in front of a court. They'll get a chance to defend themselves as they have. And then the courts will decide. The evidence will be presented in courts, not on media.
I mean, critics of this move say that the country is setting a dangerous precedent by, allowing this to go on.
I think the most dangerous precedents will be that we have sets of laws that do not apply to people because of their positions. We have said that nobody's above the laws in Sierra Leone. Many countries around the world actually have gone ahead and prosecuted former heads of states when they have had reasons to do so. What we are making very clear is that, no, this is not a witch hunt. There are many other very important personalities within different political parties in the country. We have followed the law. We have conducted the investigations. They have now been sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions and have determined that they have enough to bring charges. What will be terrible is if this country, Sierra Leone, sets a precedent that just because of your particular position, once an investigation has been conducted, that you're exempted from it. I think, again, he'll get his day in court as any Sierra Leonean and as any citizen, and he's been cooperating, and we look forward to the outcome.
I mean, Minister, help me understand this. The government initially did not describe that November attack as a coup. What changed? What led to this change of stance?
It's very simple. I think I said very clearly that in the beginning what we saw, we had evidence for, was that there was indeed security breaches, and that resulted in very specific things. There were incidents, breaking of armories, attacks on various military and other installations across the country. And then investigations started. Once the investigation started, we were able to collect more and more evidence to now begin to put the pieces together. And the state security and intelligence forces concluded that with the information that they had gathered, that the intent of those who carried out this set of attacks was to unseat the democratically elected government of our country, which will make that an attempted coup.
I actually want to get in one last one briefly. Besides the former president and his bodyguard, and his former bodyguard, who are the 10 men being charged in this foiled coup?
There are a range of people who are accused. Some are ex-military officers. Some of them are accused of being masterminds and planners. Again, these are people that were ex-military, ex-police officers, and some were ex-civilians. So we've just followed the evidence wherever it led. And as you said, the first set of charges were brought a day before the ones that were brought against the former president. And they are all in front of a court of law, and they will get a chance to prove their innocence or guilt.
Well, Minister, thanks so much for speaking with us on the program. Chernor there, Information Minister, joining us from Sierra Leone, specifically Freetown.
Right, folks, don't forget to
subscribe to this channel now.
That's it. Okay, so Jimmy Carter, tell the people, say subscribe to this channel now.
Okay,
tell them.
Okay. Welcome to Egypt.
Yeah, and tell them to subscribe. Say subscribe now.
And Jimmy Carter now here.
Yeah, no, you tell the people. Say everybody watching, subscribe to this channel right now. Say that.
What is this?
Say subscribe.
Subscribe?
Yes, subscribe.
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 Subscribe?
Yes.
Yeah.
To the channel.
So now?
Yes. Say that. You tell them, say subscribe.
Subscribe.
To
the
channel.
The channel.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah. Say that in Arabic. Say that in Arabic. Tell them to follow me. Say follow this channel now.
Yeah. I mean Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Stay here. 9 pyramid.
Yes.